Hello friends and welcome back. So as of this recording, I'm about halfway through Zack Snyder's Justice League. Now, is it weird for me to be talking about a movie that I haven't finished watching yet? Yes. However, this movie is 4 hours long, and I'm a busy dad with things to do, so cut me some slack. Anyway, a lot of people, myself included, were confused when they fired up the movie and saw this message. This film is presented in a 4:3 format to preserve the integrity of Zack Snyder's creative vision. If you don't know what 4:3 format is, basically it means instead of the video looking like this, it looks like this. Oh no, the walls are closing in. Now, when most people think about 4:3 format, they think about the way that TV used to be, basically before 2006-ish. When you consider that today most TV is shown in 16:9 ratio, and when Zack Snyder knew that Justice League was going to be seen almost exclusively on TVs, the question most people have is, why? Here's the deal. Back when Zack had made Batman v Superman, he became really obsessed with the way that the movie looked on IMAX screens. In particular, he was really blown away by how tall IMAX screens are. At the 2020 JusticeCon panel, he said, "I was obsessed with the Science Center theaters where they show the 1.43 aspect ratio. IMAX, outside of that, is a bigger version of your TV. But in its gigantic, full-film 10-story screen, it's a different experience. And watching BVS and those sequences came on, I was like, this is f***ing crazy. It got me obsessed with the big square." So, he and his director of photography made a choice to film the movie in 1.85:1 aspect ratio, which meant that they still had the information they needed to do a standard widescreen release. However, if they wanted to do an IMAX version of it as well, they had that option with the additional height. Obviously, the Snyder Cut never made it to theaters, so that never happened. Anyway, what this means is that in Zack's creative vision, there is a whole lot of visual information up here and a whole lot of visual information down here. And if the movie were to be shown to us in the standard 16:9 ratio, we would actually be losing this information and not gaining any information over here. Make sense? Now, I did get a little confused when Zack added this. A lot of the restoration was to put a lot of the big squares back, Snyder said at JusticeCon. Superheroes tend to be, as figures, they tend to be less horizontal. Maybe Superman when he's flying. Okay, but when he's standing, he's more of a vertical. Everything is composed of and shot that way, and a lot of the restoration is sort of trying to put that back. Zack, I hate to break it to you, but it's not just superheroes that tend to be vertical. It's human beings. People, we tend to stand up. Also, if a lot of the restoration was to put the black squares back, then that means there actually was visual information over here that you just kind of lopped off, right? Zack somewhat jokingly made reference to the fact that another recent film also used the 4:3 aspect ratio, a quiet Western drama called First Cow. In Anne Hornaday's review of First Cow for the Washington Post, she writes, "The cinematographer's tighter field of vision subverted the expanses of classic Westerns to reflect the point of view of the settlers themselves who couldn't see past their own personal horizons." Whereas the Snyder Cut is 4:3 because, as Zack says, he is obsessed with the big square. So, I mean, I guess that is still technically a creative vision. It's just sort of a strange one. My question is, if Zack thinks it's cooler to have stuff happening here and here instead of there and there, why not make it even more narrow? Why not squeeze that thing in so tight that even Quibi would be like, "No, Zack, that's too much!" Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, it would mean a lot if you hit the like and subscribe button. I'll probably put something else out about the movie once I find time to finish the last 2 hours of it. My midway point review of the movie, it's not bad. Thanks so much, guys. Talk soon.